Let's start with the basics: visas and vaccinations. Croatia is part of the Schengen area, so if you're from the EU, USA, Canada, Australia, or the UK, you won't need a visa for short stays of up to 90 days within a 180-day period. For longer stays, check with the Croatian consulate or embassy for visa requirements. Always verify the latest travel advisories and entry requirements before you go. As for vaccinations, Croatia doesn't require any specific vaccinations for entry. However, it's advisable to be up to date on routine vaccinations like MMR and tetanus. If you plan on spending a lot of time outdoors or in rural areas, consider vaccinations for hepatitis A and B. Rabies vaccination is recommended for travelers engaging in outdoor activities like caving or spending time in remote areas. It's also wise to have travel insurance that covers medical expenses, including emergency repatriation, as healthcare costs can be high for non-EU travelers. Understanding local laws and regulations can help you avoid any unnecessary issues. In Croatia, it's illegal to consume alcohol in public places, and being visibly intoxicated in public can lead to fines. The legal drinking age is 18, and bars and clubs typically enforce this strictly. Recreational drug use is illegal, and penalties can be severe, including fines or imprisonment. Always carry a valid ID, as authorities may request identification at any time. When it comes to smoking, Croatia has strict regulations. Smoking is banned in enclosed public spaces, including restaurants and bars, unless there's a designated smoking area. Additionally, jaywalking is not just frowned upon but can result in fines, so always use pedestrian crossings. If you plan to rent a car, be aware that Croatia has stringent road safety laws. Seatbelts are mandatory for all passengers, and using a mobile phone while driving is prohibited unless you have a hands-free device. The blood alcohol limit for drivers is 0.05%, but for commercial drivers and those with less than 2 years of driving experience, it's zero tolerance. Also, keep in mind that Croatia has toll roads, so be prepared to pay when traveling on highways. Croatia's rich cultural heritage is reflected in its customs and etiquette. Croatians are known for their hospitality and friendliness. A handshake is the standard greeting, but friends might greet each other with a kiss on both cheeks. When entering a shop, restaurant, or home, it's customary to greet people with Dobar dan, good day, and do viđenja, goodbye, when leaving. If invited to someone's home, it's polite to bring a small gift, such as flowers or chocolates, and remove your shoes at the entrance unless the host says otherwise. When dining out, Croatians typically have a leisurely approach to meals. It's common to spend several hours enjoying food and conversation. Tipping is not obligatory but is appreciated, typically around 10% of the bill. In more casual places, rounding up the bill is also acceptable. Dress modestly when visiting religious sites, such as churches and monasteries. Avoid discussing sensitive topics like the Yugoslav wars, as it can be a painful subject for some Croatians. Be aware that personal space is respected, but Croatians can be quite direct in conversations. They value honesty and sincerity, so it's best to be straightforward and polite in your interactions. While Croatian is the official language, English is widely spoken in tourist areas, especially by younger generations. However, learning a few basic Croatian phrases can greatly enhance your travel experience and show respect for the local culture. Here are some essential phrases to get you started. Hvala is thank you. Malim is please or you're welcome. Dobar dan is good day. Do viđenja is goodbye. And yes is da and no is nay. Pronunciation can be challenging, but locals appreciate the effort when visitors try to speak their language. In more rural areas, you might encounter older generations who speak little English, so having these phrases handy can be particularly useful. Many signs and menus are also available in English, but it's helpful to familiarize yourself with basic Croatian words and numbers. This can help in navigating public transport, shopping, and understanding cultural nuances. Additionally, carrying a phrasebook or using a translation app can be beneficial, especially in less touristy areas. Croatia is generally a very safe destination for travelers, with low crime rates. However, it's always wise to take standard precautions. Keep an eye on your belongings, particularly in crowded tourist spots and on public transport, to avoid petty theft. Violent crime is rare, but it's still important to be aware of your surroundings, especially at night. Healthcare in Croatia is of a high standard, and EU citizens can use their European health insurance card to access public healthcare services. For non-EU visitors, having travel insurance that covers medical expenses is essential. Tap water in Croatia is safe to drink, so you can refill your bottles without worry. If you plan on engaging in outdoor activities, like hiking in the national parks or exploring coastal areas, it's important to be prepared. The terrain can be rugged, so appropriate footwear and clothing are necessary. Insect repellent is recommended, particularly in forested areas. Additionally, during the summer months, temperatures can soar, so staying hydrated and using sunscreen are crucial. For emergencies, dial 112 for all types of assistance, including medical, police, and fire services. It's a good idea to keep this number handy and familiarize yourself with the locations of the nearest hospitals or clinics to your accommodation. Additionally, the police can be reached directly at 192, fire services at 193, and medical emergencies at 194. When it comes to other practicalities, Croatia uses the European standard Type C and F plugs, with a standard voltage of 230 volts. If you're coming from outside Europe, don't forget to bring a suitable plug adapter. Internet access is widely available, with free Wi-Fi in most hotels, cafes, and restaurants. However, coverage may be limited in rural or remote areas. Packing essentials include comfortable walking shoes, especially if you plan on exploring cities or natural parks. Sunscreen, a hat, and sunglasses are crucial for sun protection, particularly during the summer. A light jacket or sweater is advisable for cooler evenings, even in the warmer months. If you're visiting during the winter, pack warmer clothing, as temperatures can drop significantly, especially inland. Consider bringing a reusable water bottle, as Croatia is eco-conscious and efforts to reduce plastic waste are appreciated. Lastly, familiarizing yourself with local customs, respecting the environment, and interacting with locals can enrich your travel experience in Croatia. That's all for today's guide on what you need to know before traveling to Croatia. Whether you're exploring its historic cities, lounging on beautiful beaches, or hiking through stunning landscapes, Croatia has something for everyone. Remember to respect local customs, stay safe, and enjoy your travels. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. Let us know in the comments if there are other destinations you'd like us to cover. Safe travels, and see you next time.